everybody, this is Z from Side Panda Games. This is, as you'll probably see in the title, this is kind of an apology video. I do want to thank you guys, any of you are still subscribed and still actually watch my content and such. I do want to thank you guys for doing that. I know it's been a long time since I've had some content up, but it's been well over a month. I think it's actually been almost 2 months or possibly even more than that. I'm not even sure how long it's been. So there's been a lot of things that have gone on. For one, I had a job that was taking up some of my time and everything, but that's not really the full excuse. And I'm not trying to really make excuses, because really the biggest excuse for it is that I just didn't make time to do it. Like, I just didn't make time to do any of my videos. Like, I didn't record, I didn't edit, I didn't do those things that I should have been doing, mainly because I found out in Prey Episode 8, which, at least I believe it was Prey Episode 8, it was the last episode that I recorded for my Prey playthrough that I was doing. One of my friends who watched the video informed me of an issue because I didn't watch the uploaded version all the way through. I just kind of skimmed through it and was like, okay, it all seems good, it all seems great, let's go ahead and upload it. And this was after I edited it, and then well, it was in the editing program, and then I edited it. I pushed it through, got it done with the editing, and like actually created the file of the fully edited video and then uploaded that, and I just didn't touch it. And informed him that the video was up, but the next episode was up, and that he could watch it. And he started watching it for me. He was like, "Hey, I noticed something. About a half an hour into your video, because it was like an hour and a half long video, because I made an extra long episode because of the short episode that I had before it, I believe." And so he was like, "About a half an hour into your video, there's no audio. It seems like the entire video's audio was playing in the first half hour." I don't know what happened exactly to cause this particular issue. I really don't. I have no idea how this came about. I don't know what was wrong. I tried several different editing programs. I tried recording with a couple of different programs. I tried doing things. Turns out it came down to, it was my editing programs that I was using. I was having one of a couple of different programs. Either the audio would cut out at a certain point, at a certain length of video, no matter what I did in editing, even if I matched it up perfectly before I edited it through, didn't really matter what format I edited it to, it just kept happening. And then the other program that I was using, the audio just wasn't matching up right. No matter what I did in editing, I couldn't get it to match up. Like, I kept redoing and redoing. Like, I spent a few hours a day on this trying to figure out where the problem lied. And I found out that it wasn't my video recording software that I was using. All the videos are fine there. It was just once it was going into the editing programs that I was using, and then finishing the editing process, for some reason, something in that editing process wasn't right, or something in the program wasn't right, or something in the video file, or something. I'm not sure exactly where it was. So I was like, okay, so now what I need to do is I need to save up enough money to get a good editing program. Well, then I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, I need to get a better job than what I had, because it was just part-time at the local grocery store here in town. It's like, well, that's not going to make enough money to be able to get the new things that I need, so, as well as pay bills and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll go apply for a couple of jobs. And I applied for this last job that I applied at, and I was strung along for like 3 weeks before they told me no, because the company had changed names, and when I worked there previously when I was younger, I was fired. So they said, well, because of that, we're not going to hire you. But they didn't say that right away. They took them 3 weeks to tell me that. So I'm like, okay, that's nice, So there was that happened, and I've been applying for other jobs and everything, but ended up one of my relatives, my grandpa, God bless him, he is the one who actually helped me update everything. He's the one who originally helped me update my computer for the last couple of videos that I did upload, that I did mention that he helped me upload it. He actually even When I mentioned things weren't going well with it to him, of course, I waited over a month to tell him this. Was that things weren't going well with the videos. I wasn't able to upload videos and things. Of course, he doesn't watch my content because it's not content that he's interested in, and that's fine. But but I was like, well, it's not really working out. I'm having issues with the editing programs, and I've been trying to apply other places to try to get a job, to try to make up enough money to do it. And he was like, well, are you really wanting to do this seriously? Like, are you wanting to keep doing it and maybe possibly make some money at it or make a career at it? Which that is something that I would absolutely love to do, but it's not entirely the main goal. Like, I want to do this anyway, whether I'm making money off of it or not. I enjoy doing it, but I want to be able to put out good content so that people will actually enjoy it and watch it. Because, if I'm just doing it because I'm doing it and put out shitty content, all I'm going to get is people who watch shitty content. Like, I'm going to get people who watch the first couple of minutes of my videos and go, oh, well, this is shit. And then they just go away. Which, that's another thing I'm trying to stop doing. I'm trying to curse so much. I'm sorry. I'm trying to cut down on the cussing because I know that is a thing that YouTube doesn't like. They want more family-friendly things to be more popular, and I get that. And I want my content to be open to lots of different people. Like my more mature-rated videos, like for mature games and things, it's fine, But for lesser games that aren't mature, like when I'm doing anything on like a Nintendo title or any title that's rated teen or lower, I want to try to keep things down. But that's beside the point. But my grandpa was like, okay, well, I'll help you out then. And he helped me out by sending me enough money to be able to get a new camera. So this is actually a new webcam. I was actually going to get an even better web camera than this, but I decided that I didn't want to spend $300 on a camera when I don't need that kind of camera right now. So maybe if I do end up like making more money or making money off of this, or like do better on this, like if I get a good following or whatever, then I'll invest in a better camera. This camera is better than the camera that I had before. I don't know if you can really tell because it still does 1080p, but it is a better camera. That was the other problem that happened, was that my camera that I had, my webcam, it just crapped out. It just stopped working. At first it was just a lot of graininess on the screen, and then some like color weirdness went on, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. I have no idea what happened with it. Normally I take really good care of it, but then again the camera was really old. It was a really old webcam. I'd had it for like 6 or 7 years or more. So I mean, it was a long time ago that I actually bought a webcam. So I had to actually research webcams as well as cameras, because originally I was going to go for a DSLR camera, and then I found out how expensive those were, since like the entry level camera that I was shown was somewhere around the $500 or $600 mark. I was like, wow, that's really expensive. Do you have anything that's less than that? Like, still has decent quality video, and because I was like, I don't really need it for the audio, because I don't do portability right now is not a big problem, because I don't really do portable video. Obviously, I'm sitting in my chair, I'm doing this. And he was like, well, we have these, and he showed me these cameras, and I did a little bit more research on those cameras. I was like, okay, I'm going to do some research, and then I'll come back. And so I did, and that also turned me towards researching, well, maybe I'll just replace the camera with another camera, like another webcam. And I was like, okay, so I'll research those too. So I did. And I was going to get a camera that was like $300. It was a pretty nice camera. It would shoot 1080p video. I was like, I don't need it to do 4K. That's not a big deal. Like my setup does 4K, but right now I don't want to invest in a 4K camera when I don't feel like I need it. And I don't really feel like I need 4K, because I don't feel like you need to be able to see like every different color of my skin or every pore that's showing on my face. Like, I don't think that's a thing that really needs to happen. I honestly just think that it's just the 1080p for webcam, like seeing me, is fine. I don't feel like that needs to be high definition at all, like really high def. 1080p is fine. For my other videos, yes, I'll do like 4K videos since I'm capable of doing so, and to put out the best possible content that I can of that. Like, that's what I want to focus on mostly anyway. Like vlogs like this is going to be something that I maybe do sometimes, but not all the time. So that's the first part of everything. I am sorry for the content, but I will be putting out more content soon, and I will hopefully be putting it out pretty often. That is another thing I want to mention, is that originally my original plan was to put out a video a day. My current internet, with its upload speed, that's very difficult to do because my internet's upload speed is very low. I only have a 1 meg upload speed, and unfortunately I don't have any current way to make that better. Where I live, there's no competitive internet company to go with. There's nothing that we can do about it. Basically, my choices are to have this internet or move. And right now, I don't have the money to move. I don't have the ability to move or anywhere to move to. So this is pretty much my choice. My other choice is to be able to upload videos from what we have in town called the Giga Center, which would be great because then I could pay $10 and upload a bunch of videos at once and set them for timed releases. But what I'd rather do is I'd rather have maybe 1 or 2 releases a week and still be able to have maybe 3, and have some more conversation with you guys, with people who actually watch my videos, like people in YouTube comments or anything like that on my videos. That way I can answer comments, I can respond to them, I can get involved with the people who watch my videos. That way I can kind of start to like build a community, like build a conversation around my content. Because if I build a conversation around my content with the people who watch my content, I feel like I can take the constructive criticism that comes from comments like that and improve upon my on my content, make it better, make it something that people want to see. Because just making videos that I want to watch, yes, there's going to be people that would want to watch that have the same kind of taste as me, but I want to open that up. Like, I want to open it up to people who maybe don't know a lot about gaming. Maybe they want to know stuff about gaming or know stuff about games before they come in, and maybe my content can help them with that. I don't know. Which brings me to my hopefully last point on this video, is that I am going to do more than just gaming content. I know the whole channel is Sad Panda Games, but for Sad Panda Games, I do want to do some other things. Like, I do have other interests other than just gaming, like anime and movies and things like that. And I feel like if I open up my content to stuff like that, I can open up. I don't want to spread myself too thin, like around what content I do, but I do want to open up to some other possibilities of content other than gaming. Not to say that gaming is limited, because there's tons of things to talk about in gaming, but I want to open it up so my videos could reach more different, diverse people. Because if the more people that my content reaches, and the more people like my content, the more of a possibility that I would be able to do this more as a job and not just as a hobby, which is something that I would absolutely love to do. I'd love to turn this hobby, even just the hobby of gaming itself, into a job. I would absolutely love that, because I love gaming, I love playing video games, I love doing so many things with it, and I think this would be the best way to do that. And I know YouTube is a popularity contest. I know that. It's essentially a popularity contest, and those that are popular, unless they say something bad that a lot of people disagree with, which has happened in the past and I'm sure will happen in the future, that's when people, like, their viewer base drops off and they lose a lot of subscribers. But pretty much the ones who are popular stay popular as long as they continue producing quality content. So I mean, I do want to produce quality content. I want to make it so that people like me and my content and want to keep watching me and do those things. And I know it'll take time, and I know it'll take work, and I know it'll take effort, and I'm willing to put in the hours and the effort to do it. and I want to publicly thank my grandpa for everything that he has done to help me in this endeavor, and everything that he will most likely do in the future to help me in this endeavor, because he's been basically 100% behind this since I told him about it. He's still iffy about it because I did tell him the truth that there is the possibility that this could just be a hobby that I do, that it may not turn into anything for any kind of money. It may just be me making videos and putting them on YouTube for the enjoyment of other people to watch and not actually make anything out of it. And that's fine. I don't really have any problem with that. I mean, yes, that does mean that I would end up having to get a different job, which I'm still going to end up having to do anyway, at least for right now. But it also means that I wouldn't be able to put out as much content. And I believe, like, if I could turn this into a job, that doing one video a day wouldn't be that hard, and maybe even getting to the point to where I could move into into an area that has faster internet, so that I could upload more videos, like do like maybe 2 a day or something like that at that point. But that's all in the future, and that's all stuff that I'll worry about then. But basically, I just wanted to make this video and thank every one of you guys for continuing to watch me and for sticking in there on my channel. I do, again, I apologize for the lack of conversation and the lack of me telling anybody anything. But I just want to get this out there and say that I'm sorry for not having the content up, but I will be getting more content up soon. Hopefully I'll be able to record another video, hopefully today. The last, I know I already said the last point, but I do want to mention at the very end of this, because I'm probably going to put it in the title of the video, I am going to end the Prey playthrough. Pretty much everybody else is done with Prey. They've already completed it. So there's no real point in me continuing it, even though I was already behind people like Markiplier and things like that, just because my uploads couldn't get up farther. But that's fine. Couldn't get them up faster, but that's fine. I don't mind that whatsoever. I may do another series in the future, but as of right now, I'm probably just going to focus on one-off videos for now. But if there is something that any of you guys, that if you're still watching this video right now, if there's anything that you guys do want me to play or see played or anything like that, just let me know in the comments, and I will certainly see what I can do to do that. So anyway, I do want to thank you guys again for watching, and see you guys later.